Welcome to the NFL Week 12 Best Bets episode. That's right, we are here. It's NFL Week 12 time. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Ryan, how'd you do on your football game there?
Oh, I had a ton of fun. Unfortunately, I don't know if you guys can see it. I did get a black eye. Tip pass right into the face right after I pumped up the football, so that hurt a lot, but it was still a blast. Good turnout too.
Yeah, he says it was tipped, but we don't have video evidence of that. He may have just dropped it or not even seen the ball. We'll see. We'll check the video coverage.
Yep.
Anyways, yeah, we had another winning day on Thanksgiving football. That's right. Went 3-2 plus 1.35 units. So we just keep on rolling on this podcast. We're up 11.82 units on the year, and we're here to give you five more best bets. That's right, five more for week 12. I feel some winners coming. Before we dive into that, though, make sure to hit like and subscribe. We are growing on social media, on YouTube. This has been awesome. Please hit like, please subscribe, tell your friends, anybody who's into sports, NFL, betting, everything. So we're also crushing on some NBA best bets. We're 19-12 this year on TikTok, Instagram, all those social media accounts. I'm going to give out two more here in a little bit also. So check that out. We're on a roll. Let's keep it rolling. Ryan, you ready to go?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, here we go. First bet. I got three of them for you. Here's my first one. Under 43.5. Ravens Jaguars. This Ravens team is an under machine right now. They're the perfect under team. You know why? Their defense is becoming elite and their offense is becoming cool. It's a great combo for an under. Am I right? So their defense, they're starting to get healthier, and they added Roquan Smith. And I don't know if you've seen the last couple of games with this Ravens team. I mean, they are shutting down the run and they are playing elite. They're a top 3, top 5 defense right now. And I just don't see how the Jaguars are going to score against this team. They like to lean on the run with ETN, and I just don't see the Ravens giving up many yards to ETN. I almost played an ETN under yards prop too. So you got that. In the last 2 weeks, the Ravens have given up 13 and 3 points. So they're playing well. This Jags offense is not some juggernaut or anything. And only one Ravens game has actually gone over 44 points since September. So you can tell they're playing a lot better ball. Also, is it just me or does something seem off with Lamar Jackson? I don't know if it's injuries, if it's a contract year and he's not running the ball as much because he doesn't want to get hurt. But there's just something there. I know he doesn't have a lot of receivers for weapons, but their offense just seems off. So I can see this game being like a 17-10, 20-10 type of game, maybe Ravens win. And so yeah, that's where I'm at with this game. Under 43.5. I don't think it really gets that close, to be honest with you. So that's my first bet. Lock it in at minus 110, baby.
I like it. And I'm going to go kind of off your trend with that. And I'm going to go with the Ravens -3.5. Odds are -110. I think you nailed it. The Jaguars aren't playing great football. The Ravens are playing good defense. I think not 13 points, but yeah, 17 points, 20 points, something like that by the Ravens will cover the spread there at 3.5. So I'm going to go with the Ravens -110. A lot of the stuff you just said, Jaguars just really been struggling, and the Ravens have been playing good defense football, and I think they can put up not a lot of points, but enough to cover the spread.
I agree, and I think the Ravens' offense has been better on the road too, which kind of helps. So I like this bet. The only reason I didn't go against that is kind of what you mentioned is I don't trust their offense. But like you said, 17 might get it done. Because I
Yeah.
don't see them giving up more than 10, 13 Jaguars team. So
Yep.
so there's two bets from the same game. We got the under, and he's got the Ravens -3.5. Let's go to the second best bet. And by the way, there's not a ton of good games this weekend, as you can tell by some of the point spreads. I mean, we are like 13 to 15 point spreads anywhere around. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. That Chiefs game is -15.5 right now. That's wild.
Crazy.
But anyway, so my second best bet. Here we go. Just plug your nose, hold your breath. I know it's ugly. Jets -6. You're thinking, why would you lay 6 points with this Jets offense? Let me tell you why. They benched Zach Wilson. And I think that's going to be a shot in the arm, and that's just exactly what this Jets team needs. I don't think Zach Wilson was getting any respect in the locker room. They're going to be starting Mike White, stud. Mike White, the stud. He's just a stud. He played well, if you remember right. I think it was last year for a game or two. He was like a sensation, like a social media sensation with how he played. He had maybe the most fantasy points one week as a quarterback. I'm not doing this because I think Mike White's a stud, but I do think that's a good shot to the arm. This Jets team, they're a top 5 defense in my opinion. They're just playing really well lately. And here's the biggest kicker: the Bears are probably going to be without Justin Fields.
Mhm.
If he does play, he admitted it. He's in a lot of pain. He's got a separated shoulder, but he said he doesn't want to risk his future for this. So I don't see him playing at all. If he does, you're not going to see him running the ball all over the place. And if he does that, he's going to be going down on a slider out of bounds as quick as he can because he does not take a hit. So they're a bottom 5 team without Fields, in my opinion. They are a horrendous football team. The last 3 weeks, the Bears are the worst defense in the league. They're giving up 31 points a game, and that's because they traded their DN. They traded Roquan Smith. They are horrendous on defense. Justin Fields means more to this team than maybe anybody else in the NFL. I mean, he
You
was
could be
the
right.
only reason they're even competitive. So, yeah, they're dead last. Jets are 5-2 against the spread in the last 7. Bears are 2-4 and 6 against the spread. Everything about this says the Jets should be 8, 9, 10-point favorites, in my opinion. That's what I thought it was going to be, especially with Justin Fields out. So I can see this game being like a, I don't know, 23-10 game, 23-7. I just think the Jets are going to come out on fire. They're hungry after their last game. They're pissed off. I love it. And let's do it. Jets -6, -110, winner number 2.
Nice. Yeah, the Fields thing, the Bears need him, and I don't think they're gonna really either have him or they shouldn't put him out there. If I was the owner or the franchise, I would say, "No, don't do it."
No,
So,
agree.
yeah,
Yep.
I'm scared of the Jets offense. Kinda nervous that one for your bet, but, I think we're looking good on that one.
What do you
Uh,
mean? They're elite.
elite offense for the Jets?
Yeah. So
Mm,
yeah,
yep,
that's also the thing is when you see a team play their worst offensive game of the year, I like to get them the next week because it
makes
affects the
sense.
spread and they're not as bad as they really are. That was against the Patriots who own Zach Wilson. They are better than this, but yeah, they're not a great offense.
Yeah. My number 2 bet, I'm gonna go with the Tennessee Titans money line at +130 over the Bengals. The Tennessee Titans have been playing great football. It doesn't like show by like scores and things like that, but they're just winning football games, and that's all they got to do here. Um, the Bengals don't get pressure on the quarterback, and that gives Ryan Tannehill time to throw the ball down the field. And that's kind of what they did against the Packers. They kind of went first down pass and actually had a decent day passing the ball. Derrick Henry is still a beast. So I just see that as a good chance for them to win the game. The Bengals, I know they've been playing better football lately, but really they've been playing bad teams. So it's easier to get wins when you're playing bad teams. So that's another reason I like the Tennessee Titans to win with the money line on this one. I don't know what else you got for the Tennessee Titans. I know you were looking at it, so
What'd you say those odds were for the Titans money line? Plus
plus
what was it?
plus 130 for the Tennessee Titans.
Nice. I love that bet. And in fact, as you know, we talked about it. I think the Titans +3 is a great bet too.
Hmm.
I just don't see. And by the way, Joe Mixon's still out with concussion, and so if he doesn't practice today, they're not going to have him. That's a big loss. Jamar Chase might come back, but I'm going to be honest, their offense didn't really change without him. They might have even got better because they spread it around and he wasn't staring down Chase. So Chase might be back, but the Titans find a way to win. They've lost 2 games for a reason. They're competitive in every game, and the fact that they're coming off a bye with Mike Vrabel as an underdog coach, I love the Titans in. I think this is where the Bengals come back down to earth a little bit. And like you said, the Bengals don't get pressure on quarterbacks, and that's the one weakness the Titans have is trying to protect the quarterback. But now they don't have to worry about that weakness. So I think that helps. They're a little bit better with Tannehill instead of Malik Willis. So yeah, I love that spot. It's crazy to get a 2-loss team at home off a bye as 3-point underdogs.
Yeah, exactly.
And
And
maybe and maybe we're suckers, but I don't know.
we could be. The Tennessee Titans do get pressure, and the Bengals give up a lot of pressure. So I think that helps. The Tennessee
Hmm.
Titans defense is only allowing 18.5 points per game, and that's really good. So I'm liking it.
You know what? That's kind of one of the more underrated things in the league this year is that Titans defense is not even being talked about. It's all
They
about
don't.
Derrick Henry and all that, but no
Mhm.
one can name like 4 players on the Titans defense.
Yeah.
Usually. And but yeah, Vrabel just knows how to coach them up. They play hard nosed. They're a hard nosed team every single year. They compete, they battle, they run and play defense, run and play defense, and they don't turn the ball over a lot. So as long as Tannehill's not throwing 2, 3 picks, I just don't see how the Bengals win this game. So I love it. I love it. I love it. As much as I do want to disagree with you sometimes, that's not one of them. So let's go to my final bet. It has to do with this guy right here.
Woohoo.
That's right. This is my Seahawks Super Bowl champion mug. Hold on. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that tastes like victory. Seahawks minus 3.5, baby. Minus 110. This line is freaking disrespectful. Are you kidding me? They're playing the Las Vegas Raiders, a 3-win team whose 2 wins came against the Broncos. Congratulations. That's solid. They suck. 3.5. This 3.5 point spread for the Seahawks. This means that if they played on a neutral field, they'd be about a 1 to 1.5 point favorite. If they played in Las Vegas, they might be like a half point underdog. Are you kidding me? This Raiders team. They beat the Broncos twice, right? Here's what else they have done this year. Lost to the Jags by 7. Lost to the Saints 24-0. How's that one? And then lost to the Colts by 5. None of those teams are even on the Seahawks level. The Raiders struggle at stopping the run. Kenneth Walker's going to have a huge day. Geno Smith's going to have all day. You know why? Because the Raiders are dead last in sacks in the NFL also. There are reasons why the Raiders are one of the worst teams in the league. They have 3 wins. Here's another reason. Also, they're coming off an emotional overtime win. How many times have we talked about a bad spot in this league and it matters? They came off a big emotional win against the Broncos, divisional rival. And now they have to come to Seattle, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, and beat the Seahawks team who's off a bye. It just doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
This line should be 5 or 6, definitely. And Seahawks, if you let me down, I'm freaking done betting you. I'm even drinking out of your mug, so don't let me down. This is disrespectful. Seahawks minus 3.5. I might even throw an alternate line out there on my own as a little side bet of Seahawks minus like 7 and get some big plus money because I don't see. I don't understand the line. Do you have any explanation for this line, Ryan, at all?
I don't. Zero. Maybe the odds makers are thinking that after the Seahawks lost in Germany, they're going to come back to reality and not be a great team again, kind of like what people were predicting at the beginning of the season. But we've seen how this season's played out. Geno's a good quarterback. The Seahawks play good football. They got weapons. So I don't get it. And the defense for the Seahawks has improved a bunch at the beginning of the season. I totally understand it. Not right now. Doesn't make any sense.
I agree. And maybe it's because of how they played in Germany against Tom Brady, which they still almost came back and won that game.
That's my only
It
thought.
was a bad game, and they went to Germany and played Tom Brady. That has nothing to do with playing in Seattle against the Raiders off a bye. Makes 0 sense. You know what? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I would make this bet 10 out of 10 times. Seahawks minus 3.5. Some books might be moving to 4. This is just, I don't know. Maybe I feel like a sucker, jumping into some of these bets, and the Vegas is trying to tempt me. But bring it on. Bring it on, odds makers. Bring it on, because Seahawks minus 3.5 is probably my favorite bet of the week this week. So that's where we're at. That was quick. That was easy. 5 more best bets. Let's bring up that recap page. Here we are. As you can tell, there's our 3 and 2 from Thanksgiving. Ryan had the Lions minus 10. That was an easy winner. They almost won the freaking game, but they choked. They lioned it. And then TJ Hawkinson over 4.5 catches. He had 4 decently early in that game and then finally got his 5th catch in the 4th quarter. So that was another nice win for a 2-0 day for Ryan. I had Jamal Williams anytime touchdown. Guess what? He had the first touchdown of the game. I was thinking, here we go. 2 touchdowns is going to be a winner, but he did not get in. DeAndre Swift and other people stole another touchdown. So anyways, that was only half unit, so that was still a good bet there. And then I had the Patriots minus 3, plus 3. That one hurt. Patriots were tied in the 4th quarter, getting the ball back, and they ran into the freaking kicker. And then the Vikings scored on that drive. So they just didn't play good D. They didn't get much pressure on Kirk Cousins like I thought they would, and it was ugly. So that's a win. That's a loser. So still winning day. And then there's our bets for today. Ravens minus 3.5, minus 110. Titans money line. Ryan's going to try to finish a little 4-0 sweep this week with those 2. And then I'm going to do a little under 43.5 in that Ravens-Jaguars game at minus 110. Jets minus 6. Come on, Mike White. And then Seahawks minus 3.5. That's right. Those are our bets. Instagram bets and all those are coming soon. We'll have we'll have a bet out for the Packers Eagles, and that's Sunday night, and then Monday night is Steelers Colts. That game sucks. Whew, baby. I might just put a bet in and go do something else. That's ugly. So the Eagles are -6. Just real quick, Ryan, just spread wise, you got any lean on that? Eagles -6 at home against Packers. Can we trust the Eagles right now? Can we trust the Packers? Can we trust anybody?
I don't know. I don't know if we can trust anybody. Like, is Aaron Rodgers going to figure it out and pull one out on Sunday night and, cover? I don't know. I don't have any leads. No leads. I have clueless
Yeah.
right now. No idea.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you could go. I mean, it's either Eagles or nothing. You can't do Packers +6. I would need like over 7 to really feel good about taking the Packers,
Yeah.
probably. So yeah, I lean Eagles, but more than likely we won't be getting a spread bet on that on social media. So, but anyways, other than that, thanks to everybody. I hope you guys all have a great Thanksgiving weekend. We'll be back on Sunday or Monday probably for the little recap of Week 12. Hopefully to talk about some more winners and keep this hot streak going. So that's where we're at. Thanks for everybody subscribing. Make sure to hit like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.